Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, JT. You know what that means. It's Monday night. Time for Avenger Pretenders. As I said, I'm the Redneck JT. I'm dragging the geek, Mr. Sully, along with me because he's wanting to watch all kinds of shit. It's like, no, dude, you got to concentrate. Tonight, oh, geez, what the devil? Oh, Daredevil Born Again. Hello, Brain Cramp. Episodes 2 and 3. That's right, 2 and 3. We're going to double dip it tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. So do me a favor. Grab your favorite beverage or whatever it is you want to munch on while you're sitting back and enjoying the show. Strap yourself into that beanbag chair because it's going to be a bumpy ride, my friends. Can't you tell by the intro? Hello. Sully, get me out of this mess.
What the hell happened?
I mean, you talk about a major case of brain cramp.
Man, you went from to blah, 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 blah.
I was like, what am I doing?
You were stroking out.
God, damn near.
You did it. It's bad.
I got through it though.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining Avenger Pretenders Live. We record each and every one of these episodes. We talk about them. We complain about them. We praise them. We do whatever we need to do. And like JT said, my name is Sully. I am the geek. He is the redneck. Look, see, there he is. He's even got the haircut to prove it. I'm just saying. But it's all good. And we are going to be double dipping in not one, but 2 episodes of Daredevil. And yeah. Oh, boy, we're not gonna go scene for scene on this one. We're kind of gonna do an overview of both episodes and what is going on.
I mean, I have to say this before we go any further.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go any further, I have to say this.
Yeah.
Do you remember the prediction, I guess you'd say, that I made after episode 1 when we reviewed episode 1?
Yes, I do. I also distinctly remember you saying that it is a possibility that you may change a rating here and there.
Well, that was Nakia that was possibly going to change her rating.
Yes, but you did too.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I put episode 1.
Okay.
I'm happy with where I put episode 1. But my comment after episode 1 was something along the lines of, this is either going to get really freaking boring.
Yeah.
Or it's going to get effing crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to get crazy.
I think I hit the nail on the head with a nuclear bomb.
You did. You did. Nakia is also saying that she would like to change her rating of episode 1 to a 4. I would like to know why. What is the reasoning that you bumped it up to a 4?
My bet's going to be because she rewatched season 1 because she told me she's totally forgotten about season 1 with what happened and everything. But she's rewatched all of season 1 and got to watch episodes 1, 2, and 3, or episode 1 of season 2, and realized all the tie-ins that we were talking about during the review and everything else. And that's what bumped her up.
Yeah.
That's my guess. But I mean, dude, it's to say that it has gotten bat crap crazy.
Oh,
would be an understatement at this point in time.
How can I rephrase the batshit crazy? It is nonstop. What's going to happen next?
Well, you remember how I asked I made the comment that episode 1 felt like it had a little bit of a timing issue?
Mm-hmm.
There's no issues in 2 and 3 at all. Nikaya says, I actually went back and rewatched almost all of them, so now I am caught up. I missed shows somewhere.
Oh.
I had no idea that Fisk became mayor and no idea that Foggy died.
That was the first episode of the season.
Yeah, Foggy died in episode 1 of season 1.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the basis for everything that happened.
What the hell?
Through season 1. But she, in her defense, she did have a whole lot of crap going on.
Yes, she did at that
during
time,
that
yes.
time frame when we were doing season 1.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And it's okay.
I can understand her forgetting.
Yeah.
You know, things. You know, like kind of little blackout periods and that kind of thing. So, you know.
I got you. Well, now that we know she's all caught up, and
right.
Holy crap. Let's start tackling Shoot the Moon, which is episode 2. And boy, you know, it was 49 minutes long, but it really did not feel like it.
No. And they made me happy in the first 30 seconds of the show.
Which part?
They made me happy in the first 30 seconds of the episode because they showed that Cherry did not die.
Yes.
Or was not dead.
Yes.
So that made me happy.
Now, I will admit, the storyline with Cherry is pretty good.
Yeah.
I love what they're doing so far with Cherry's character and, you know, being part of the resistance and all of that, you know, because that's that side story, that arc alone, we're finally seeing what the anti-vigilante task force is really doing.
Right. Well, and it really, to me, it kind of really brings home the pre-Foggy, pre-season 1, damn near killing Bullseye.
Yes.
All of that. And what Cherry really was, because Cherry was his investigator.
Yes.
And he found information that nobody else could find.
Also true.
You know, and to me, Cherry is almost kind of a father figure to Matt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything, so. You know.
Especially since he knows Matt's Daredevil.
Yes.
You know, and at this point in time, nobody really knows that Matt is Daredevil, aside from Karen and a few others.
Right. Fisk and Buck.
Yep. Well, no, they don't know he's Daredevil. They just know he's the lawyer from Hell's Kitchen.
No. They know.
Yeah.
They specifically talk about it in...
That's true. That's right.
In episode 2.
Yes. Lady Death, is his name Cherry or Jerry? It's Cherry. Cherry. Cherry.
Are you sure it's not I?
I'm pretty sure it's not I. Clark Pitts is his name. Clark Pitts, which is why they call him Cherry. Cherry Pitts. Get it? There you go. But, you know, former NYPD officer, he was a detective for him, working for Murdoch for the law firm there. And he's one of those, he's the good cop. You know, he's the one that, hey, shit's going down, he's going to report it, you know, that type of thing. And
right.
the cool thing about this episode is it does take place right after the showdown at Cherry's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other cool thing I like about this is we have yet to see Matt Murdock kill anybody. Number 1. Number 2, everybody that has died so far, especially fighting Matt,
right,
has been killed by Bullseye.
As far as we know, there are, I mean, having my combat and hand-to-hand training experience that I have, you having your training, you know, hand-to-hand training.
I mean, it's
There's
fictional.
a couple of moves in there that he
yeah.
very easily
Could have, yes.
could have, but there's nothing definitive.
Right. I love that we start off with Bullseye going to the church that Matt Murdock's mother is a nun at.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's oh so fun. Yep, they bring back Maggie Grace, which is his mother.
Bullseye hurts Maggie. I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna go in there and kick his ass.
I don't think he's going to.
Yes, he is, Nikaya.
Yeah, yes. Bullseye is the one who killed Foggy in the first episode of season 1. I have a feeling that's all going to get erased eventually, but we'll see what happens with the multiverse saga and the way it's going. But what I really love about this is Bullseye's not the main bad guy in this, surprisingly. And technically, he wasn't even the main bad guy in the first season.
No. And right now, he's kind of playing the middle. He's playing the middle ground.
So I think they're making him more of an anti-hero because at one point in time, even in the comics, Bullseye actually did become Daredevil at one point.
Really?
Yes. Let me see here. Bullseye as Daredevil. That's what I wanted. When did he become? Because he was a master assassin. Became. I'm pretty sure he did. Nope. I can't find it. Darn it. But I'm pretty sure that's what happened at one point in time was he had taken over because, he thought he could be a better Daredevil than Daredevil could be Daredevil, but that's neither here nor there. But they're making him more of an anti-hero right now just because of what's going on with the AVTF.
Right.
Because he's a villain. He's hunted too. Just like Castle's being hunted. Spider-Man would be hunted. The Fantastic Four would be hunted. Anybody who is a superhero / crime fighter / vigilante is basically a bad guy for the AVTF. Now, the other thing that we're seeing is that the AVTF can pretty much do whatever the frickin' hell they want.
Oh, that was well established in episode 1.
Very well established, but we're seeing them picking up civilians for no reason as well.
Yeah.
Or they're making up reasons for them to arrest people. And we see this in these 2 episodes because, whoa, holy crap. Yeah. Now, Karen and Matt, I'm loving their chemistry. They've had great chemistry since season 1 of Daredevil on Netflix.
Yeah, well, and you think back to the courthouse.
Yep.
And it just, it was bad side of chemistry.
Yeah.
At the courthouse, but you could tell that she was struggling.
Yes.
She was struggling mightily.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. So yeah, the chemistry between the 2 of them is amazing, and it gets better as it goes.
Yes. Now, what I'm also liking is the entire story of the Northern Star, because they're still cleaning that up, and things are getting leaked out from the mayor's office where what was it, it was the Kingpin report or something like that. I forget the actual term that they're using, where someone is dressed up as the Kingpin.
Yeah, the spoof that he's
making lies.
Let me see if I can
or
find out.
is it? we finally, I mean, we kind of had an inkling. We kind of knew who is doing this, but that is a whole nother story that we get into later on. The other thing is, Ariana, the owner of the Aegean Gardens, gets arrested. Taken to an undisclosed location. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's bad. Ooh. Undisclosed location. Because all these vigilantes are being held in captivity, in jail, in a cage. We know this. We've seen it. Hell, Frank Castle was one of the first ones, and then he escaped. The question is, what's he going to do about it after that? Now, Karen doesn't like Bullseye, clearly. Bullseye did send a message to Daredevil that he's not going to kill him right away. Because, again, shit's hitting the fan. But in this episode, Fisk is trying to figure out what to do next, as well as trying to find Karen Page and Matt Murdock. And I thought some of the things that they did was very interesting in these last two episodes.
Right. They're mainly referred to as the fake Kingpin videos.
Okay. All right. Makes
Not
sense.
giving anything as far as an actual name for it.
Which is basically just the opposite of everything Kingpin is saying.
Yeah.
Everything's good. Everything's great. Everything's on the rise. Everything's peachy keen fabulous.
And just remember, I love New York.
But you know what? I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
I don't
Seriously,
think you do.
the only reason why I'm gonna play devil's advocate is Wilson Fisk grew up in New York, so yes, he does love New York.
Yeah, New York is his home.
Do I think he's going about things the right way? No.
Oh, hell no.
No. No. He is not running New York as if he's a New Yorker or if he is the mayor. He is running it as if he is the kingpin of crime. A mob boss.
I know this is a little further into the episode.
No, that's
but
okay. Bring it.
The wife does ask him a question.
Oh, yes.
Vanessa. Basically, he's talking about how there's so much work to do, and she's like, "Well, how far do you have to go? How much do you have to control, or how many worlds do you have to control?" And he's like, "Well, how many are there?"
Yeah, that was a great one.
And
that was towards the end.
I hate to say this, I really do, because I don't like comparing things to this, but when he said that, and I knew what he was going to say before he said it, my head was saying all of them. Is what he was going to say. I was close.
Yeah.
But I hate putting it this way. That's the only way that I think I could put it to where it would make sense. That statement was kind of Hitler-esque.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, he wants to run the world.
He wants total control, which I get it. Power hungry. I get it.
Yeah.
But,
extremely power hungry.
But the thing with that is he's got things to worry about, like the information that's getting leaked from the mayor's office. Not just about the anti-vigilante task force, but the video that's being leaked out, the video of the Northern Star, all the information that is basically going to and from with the underground network. And what I really like is that Daniel Blake, who is the, what was his position?
Deputy Mayor of Communications.
Yes. Deputy Mayor of Communications. Yes, thank you.
Anytime.
Is trying to keep things a secret from Fisk. Meanwhile, his campaign manager is like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't keep secrets because it's not.
Well, I mean,
gonna
and
end
she
up-
straight out asked him because she was asking, "Are you going to show Kingpin the videos?" And she's like, "How did it get out? Who had access to it? Blah blah blah, and everything else." She goes, "Do you have it on your laptop?"
Yep.
And he's like, "No, of course not."
No. Why would no?
And then after she leaves, what does he do? He opens his laptop and deletes the video.
Yep. Like duh.
And then, of course, he goes,
Duh.
Two comments from Nikaya real quick.
Yep.
She says, I think he really does love New York, but because of past trauma, he has no idea how to love New York and make it better.
True.
And then she also says, watching all these makes me remember how deep the Kingpin character really is.
Yes.
He's a very complex man with emotions that he has no idea of how to control.
Agreed. Which
he proved when he pretty much killed his boxing coach at the very beginning of episode 2.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Because his boxing coach basically kept calling him a wimp.
Well, actually, I don't think he killed him. He hurt him for sure.
He hurt him bad, yeah.
Yeah, he hurt him for sure. I don't know if
it's unknown whether he's dead or not. We just haven't seen him since then.
Right, and that's okay. Because again, it's a charity boxing event, and beat the living shit out of him. But we also have something that was passed down from Kingpin to Agent Connor Powell or Officer Powell to bring in anyone associated with Daredevil, Bullseye, or the Underground Network. Doesn't matter who they are.
Yeah.
Bring them in. Now, what I really loved was the fact that they decided to go after Cherry again in the hospital room.
Mm-hmm. The old guard came through.
Oh, those officers, those detectives are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Because they're just like, yeah, what are you doing? Be gone. But Powell's response was great. Powell's response was, better watch your back. Better watch your back. And the other guys are like, we're right here. Come on. We're right here.
You still want us to are you going to bring the pizza or do you want us to have Maggie do it?
Yeah. Which I thought was great. That pizza line was hysterical.
Yeah, it was.
Because they're all just like, no, we're just here to hang out and have some food.
Yep. Yeah, he's being watched over by Angie Kim and a couple of his old detective buddies.
Yep, absolutely. Which that also got them to get him out of there as fast as possible.
Well, and the crazy thing was that the two cops that went in there initially to grab Cherry, ended up getting bullets through the top of their heads.
Yes.
And falling out of the elevator that they were taking downstairs.
It just
so they
goes
went back to get Cherry, and Cherry was gone.
It just goes to show that Bullseye is definitely on the resistance side. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because if you look back at the first season with this, Kingpin wanted him dead. No loose ends.
And he almost killed Kingpin.
Right. Well, that's because he found out Wilson Fisk was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
So instead, Bullseye escapes prison and goes to take out Fisk, and Matt saves him instead.
Yeah. And, I'm kind of on middle ground with Bullseye right now. Yep. Yes, he has saved Matt Murdock.
Mm-hmm.
In Cherry's house.
Yep.
Saved Matt Murdock there. and everything, and he's killed the cops, multiple cops.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's probably up to around 20 at this point. But at this point, I cannot fully say that he is on the vigilante side of things.
Well,
because of what he put on the knife. You're welcome for now.
yeah, I mean, it just said.
So
I mean,
that's why I say he's playing middle ground.
Yeah, but you have to remember, like, especially for him, he's being hunted too.
Oh yeah.
He's being hunted too. Yes, he's going after the AVTF, but he's still being hunted. You know, he technically he's a murderer.
He's a criminal. Prisoner on the loose.
Right. So, you know, he's doing whatever he needs to do. Now, the other thing is we finally start seeing information about Phil Gallo's death. Now, you remember who Phil Gallo was, right?
Yeah, the old police chief.
Yeah, the police chief. Yep.
The one that he crushed his skull.
Oh, that was amazing. That scene, you know, as bad as it was, that scene was absolutely amazing.
It was. I will agree.
Because you just saw how strong Fisk really is. You know, he's got superhuman strength.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he also reaffirmed how much people are terrified of him when he confronted damn, what the hell is his name? The communications guy. When he confronted him in the office, and he's like, "You remember what I told you would happen if you ever betrayed me?"
Yes.
You know, and you just see the terror
Blake
in the way that he reacts and everything else. It's like, yeah.
Now
he's still scared of him.
The one thing that I'm missing when it comes to Fisk, and I'm hoping eventually we're going to see this. One, he is probably as strong as a human can be, right? We know he's skilled in hand-to-hand combat.
Very much
I'm
so.
waiting for them to bring the cane into the picture. Because the cane, in the comics anyway, was an interesting weapon, to say the least. It was a regular cane. Like, he could use it as a cane. He could use it as a weapon and strike people. But it also shot lasers and sleeping gas out of the cane. All he had to do was turn the knob a specific way and use it to his advantage. I'm hoping.
I don't see him using that during this.
Not right now, but it is one of those big things in Daredevil comics that he has done before. So it's like,
Well, I think in the concept of this show right now,
I don't think they're going to use it. It'd be nice.
Him having to use a cane because of what he's been through before this.
Yes.
To me, Kingpin would feel that is a sign of weakness.
Yes.
By having to use a cane. So I don't think, in my opinion, we won't see that during this series.
Yeah. I hope eventually we do. Like, maybe it's in the background somewhere. That's fine. I don't care. You know, but it's something, you know?
Right.
So I like that he threatened Blake. And Blake's like, "No, it wasn't me, man. I didn't do it. But I'm going to find the person who did." Listen, Blake. Listen, buddy. Blake.
I love how Kingpin has two questions for Blake.
Yep.
Do you remember what the two questions were?
I believe it was, "Do you remember your promise to me?" was one of them.
No. Do you know who the leak is?
Oh yeah. Well, that was one of them. Yes, but he said something about his allegiance or his loyalty or something.
His first question was, "Do you know who the leak is?" Blake said no. And then he goes, "Is there somebody in the building you feel you have to protect?"
Yeah, he also said no.
And he goes, "No." He said yes.
Oh, you. That's right. You.
He said, yes, you.
Yep.
And Fisco laughs a little bit and goes, right answer.
That's the right answer.
I was like, oh, shit.
That's the right answer.
Nikaya says she thought that Blake was going to piss himself. I think he did before he went in the office.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he's probably empty at that point.
Pretty much. Now, of course, the other thing that's going on is Karen and Matt are going to the Red Hook port because they got to get evidence of the actual weapons. They need that evidence, right?
They got to figure out a way to get in.
What they're seeing is diapers. They're loading off diapers. And even Matt's like, no, I know what I saw.
Those weren't there.
Those were, and he goes, what happens when the cameras turn a blind eye at night?
Yep.
And that's when they, obviously they fast forward to evening and they see that the weapons are being unloaded and all of that. And, the issues that he's having with Karen and the AVTF, there's things going down and they need the proof,
Mm-hmm.
They need the proof.
Nikaya did make a prediction.
Yes.
She said that she does not think that Blake survives the end of this season.
It's possible. We'll see.
And she says she laughed so hard she pissed herself when she saw the diapers.
I thought it was hysterical,
Oh, I did too.
You have to have a little bit of humor in there,
Mm-hmm. They're so waterlogged that they, the bottom dropped out of the
Now, the other thing
box.
That's going on is they're preparing for a dinner at Gracie Mansion. Vanessa's having a little soiree, a little gathering of sorts, And it's like, hey, we're doing good in the world. We really are. We're doing good,
Mm-hmm.
However, the AVTF are still up to their old tips and tricks because now they're starting to arrest people for taking crime fighting into their own hands when sticking up for store owners. Because apparently that labels you as a vigilante. A little bit of a gray area, I think.
Yeah.
However, and I stress that because the niece of Hector Ayala, the white tiger, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her aunt are talking about this and end up in a store where guys are stealing liquor. What was it? I think it was a champagne bottle or a wine bottle or something. But it wasn't just a little 16-ounce thing. No. It was a big freaking thing.
So I want to say hi to Medley Sis.
Nice.
Who is in the Twitch chat room. Great to have you along with us. And they say, I need your best dad joke. I'm doing a contest with like 100 people. The winner gets $25.
Come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock and we'll give it to you.
There you go. There you go.
And I mean that in the very nicest way possible. And the funny thing is at this same time, Vanessa and Heather Glenn are getting very close. Buddy, Pretty cool to an extent because Heather, she's done screwed up in the head.
Just a little bit. Holy crap, man.
She's got a little bit of
Had no idea until episode 3 just how screwed up in the head she is.
Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, crazy.
Nutso?
Crazy.
That crap crazy?
She's seeing things and hosting charity dinners at the mansion for Vanessa and talking about Matt and all that, and he's still missing, which we know about because he's in the underground. Oh, I now have the name of the videos. City Without Fear videos.
Is it City Without Fear?
Yep. It says it right here in my notes. City Without Fear.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at that.
Yep, I see him too.
So a lot's going on. And the only reason why we're doing this as like the basis of it, because the next episode, and again, there's a lot going on. When it comes to having to figure out whether or not they can get into the Red Hook port, because the AVTF are all over it, CIA is all over it. Everybody everyone has this thing like rigged to pretty much blow the moment a vigilante is there. It's like a full-on army is in this place, right?
What, Red Hook?
At Red Hook, yeah.
Okay.
And they get to the point where I love this part. Matt and Karen were back at Josie's and they were talking about it, and AVTF drops in and they find them. They arrest Josie. And they really just want Matt and Karen. Matt does his thing, he kicks the shit out of people. Karen gets separated from him, and she kicks the shit out of one person. And then they finally meet at their rendezvous point because Matt couldn't find her. And what I loved about this was at the same time, Vanessa had a dream that Bullseye is killing her, or has killed her. And Karen notices that, hey, you know what? We need to do this. And she says to Matt, I have something to show you.
Yeah.
And she brings him to Frank Castle's old hideout. Now, at first, you're probably thinking, what do you mean his old hideout? Well, he's on the loose. We know he's on the loose. Because if you watched last season, the cut scene at the end was him escaping.
Oh.
And taking people out. He's still in New York because Spider-Man's around the corner. July is coming quick. But Karen captured one of the AVTF agents.
It's funny how she kicked that guy's ass.
God. What was it? Like 2 throat punches and then a kick to the chest, right?
Something like that. It looked like a couple of shots to the stomach, a throat punch, and then
she just
coup de grace.
She just leveled him out. Lady Death. It was a cut scene. That's why I missed his breakout. Yeah, go back and watch it. Last episode of season 1. He breaks out. Trust me, it's there. And Lady Death's like, she lit him up. Yes, she kicked his ass.
Yeah, she lit him up and then put his ass out. So this is episode 2, sir.
Yes.
Thoughts?
Oh, my thoughts are, holy shit, was it fast paced? Like, I did not feel like I was watching it for 49 minutes.
No,
I really
not
didn't.
at all.
The action was amazing. Because let's face it, last season by this episode, there really wasn't a lot of action going on.
No, not much.
There was some, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But it was interesting with what they're leading up to.
Yeah.
Because, oh boy, the vigilante trials are coming up. This is the big thing. See, episode 1 and 2, vigilante trials. It's going to be interesting. I loved the backstory, or well, not even the backstory, I love the dream sequences that Vanessa was having. I love that Bullseye is helping them, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a silent truce is what's going on right now.
He's on the sly.
Yeah. And then freaking Karen is badass. Her character has changed so much from the Netflix seasons to now. And it's amazing. Yep. I'm giving this a 4.25. It was good.
That's all?
Wow. Oh yeah. There's a reason. There's a reason. Because and this is the only thing, I kind of wanted to see more with the cops in Cherry's room. I wanted to see old school go against new school.
Yeah,
because
they did kind of shortcut that.
They did, and that's okay because I know something else is coming up. It's one of those things you watch that scene and you're like, shit's gonna hit the fan. Okay, I know what's gonna happen next. Something is gonna happen, especially with what happens after in episode 3. So
well, and you think back to just before the AVTF showed up at Josie's bar, and Alice and one of the other cops showed up at the door. They were just checking on her, making sure she was okay.
Yep.
And as they were walking away, make sure you lock your doors and resist.
Yep.
Keep fighting. Resist.
Yep. Which was great. Which was great.
4.25 for you. Okay.
Yep.
I love the fact that I got to see Karen.
It was just missing that one tiny thing that I just wanted to see just a little bit, like maybe 2 or 3 more minutes of something else, and it would have been,
No, I got you.
I would have given it more, but it's still a great episode.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, and I would agree. It would have been great to see a little bit more of that, but I think they're saving that up.
Yep.
I think they're saving that up for us. I loved that we actually got to see Karen kick somebody's ass.
Yes.
And you think about it, in the first couple episodes, how many times have we seen Karen sitting there working on the dummy?
At least 2,
3 times have we seen that.
Yep.
And as she was working with Matt with it, and those kind of things. So it was good to see her put the learned skills that she had to practice.
Yes.
When she kicked this guy's ass. Although we do find out later that there's a reason for that.
Yes. Yes.
We will not divulge that information just yet.
Once we start.
Very solid mid-speed pace.
Very solid.
It wasn't fast. It was it wouldn't have taken much to have turned it up and made it fast. But it was very high paced, but not too fast. I loved it. The dream sequence was awesome because that there's shit running through Vanessa's head.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially, when they're at the dinner and they're sitting at the table, her and the psych lady are talking and everything. And she feels Bullseye watching her through the window.
Yep.
And she looks at the window and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Great episode from start to finish. No pacing episodes or pacing issues whatsoever.
Agreed.
Before I give mine real quick, Lady Death's thoughts. Very fast paced, and no, it did not seem that long. There was action, but not an overabundance of it. I give it a solid 4 masks.
Nice.
There you go.
I like it. What I like to hear.
Wasn't I writing our scores down? I thought I was writing our scores down.
I had some type of paper.
For me, I'm sitting at a solid 4.5.
All right. Perfect.
4.5 stars. Great episode. I loved the flashbacks. I loved the nod to Punisher and his old office.
Yep.
all the old things going on. I love how Murdoch and Karen are just barely able to stay free multiple times in this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Well, especially since he ousted him out as a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah, I mean, how many people would think of that?
not many.
How many people would think of that as a plan? Okay, you know what? He saved my life. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Let's make
This is
him
how
a
we can put
hero.
even more pressure on him by putting him out as a good guy who saved the mayor's life, who has disappeared.
Yeah.
And they need to find him so that they can bring him back and thank him in the proper way for saving the mayor's life.
Yes.
And like Karen said, now we got both sides after us. We got the people that hate Daredevil that are looking for him. And we got the people that love Matt Murdock and are worried about him and want to find him.
Yes.
So they're being hunted on both sides now.
Yeah. The good and
How
the bad.
messed up is that?
That, listen, again, criminal
But
mastermind.
it's genius at the same time.
Yeah. Criminal mastermind right there.
Mm-hmm.
He done screwed things up. But see, now, and again, we're just touching the surface with this episode. There was so much. And
Oh,
again, so much in all of the episodes so far, because episode 3, the scales and the sword, whoo, just as good. Because this entire episode was the start of the vigilante trials and everything happening in between. And it turns out McDuffie, Murdoch's partner, they're representing the vigilantes. And the person that they're representing is Jacques Duquesne. Oh, Jacques Duquesne. Now, this is a little weird because with this one, we don't know where he is. We just know he's in prison.
Well, we don't know he's in prison. We know that he's being held somewhere.
Yes. Well, no, he's definitely in a prison because you need security and everything and all that good stuff. We know he's there because we've seen him in a cell.
Yeah.
Or as Lady Death put it, it's not a cell, it's a dog cage. I stand corrected. Now, the other thing with that is Karen and Matt now have an AVTF agent in their custody who actually wants to help them. Ho ho. Supposedly, yes.
Or the word we hate the most. He allegedly wants to help.
Well, I mean, he did say he wanted to help, and I loved this scene, by the way, because Matt was basically bad cop. Karen was good cop.
Yep.
You know? But also said that Karen was acting reckless because this is going to throw things for a loop. But then the guy says, no, I want to help you. I want to help you. I'm on your side. You can trust me. You want to know what's going on? You need my badge. Here it is. Take it.
This will give you access to everything.
Everything you need, especially when it's concerning the Northern Star. This card will get you into the Red Hook port.
What's the most important thing that he told him, though?
That it changes.
At midnight.
Yep.
They change the code every day at midnight.
Every day at midnight, they change the code, so you'll need to be there. Be there or be square.
I loved it. Murdoch's like, okay, now I'm going to punch you really hard.
Well, he also
and it's
said
going to
he was
hurt.
lying.
But, you know, when your buddies find you, you can tell them that I beat the crap out of you.
Yeah. But the other thing is, he kept, Matt kept telling him that he was lying, like yelling in his face.
Oh, yeah.
But you and I both know he wasn't lying. And here's why. This is something that people don't pay attention to. If you watched and paid close attention to season 1,
Yep.
you knew when someone was lying because their heartbeat would start beating faster and he would hear it.
Think about when he was talking to Hector Ayala
Yeah.
in the interview room.
Yep.
When he first met him.
Yep. He was listening for his heartbeat,
Mm-hmm.
which is how he knew he wasn't lying. Which I thought was amazing. That they kind of, I didn't want to say they reversed the role, but they kind of did audio-wise. Okay? Because that was the key. That was the key.
Right.
Now, Heather runs into Kirsten McDuffie, and she's like, bitch, why are you working with Fisk? You know this is all bullshit, which it is. All her reports were bullshit. She was told to turn a blind eye, and she did. All bullshit.
Yeah.
Just because of her situation with Muse, who was not a vigilante, a villain. Just saying. And
Mhm.
Kirsten's like, girl, you are still my friend. However, not too bright. Not too bright. But she needed to meet with Duquesne. She hadn't even met him yet.
Yeah. And she's his lawyer.
And they moved the trial up 2 weeks.
Yep.
So that's
And didn't
shit.
notify her.
Right. She had absolutely no chance to do any type of work, no research, nothing when it came to Jack Duquesne, who, yes, as Lady Death said, the swordsman. Yes. However, not according to what he says. No, I'm not the swordsman. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know why I'm here. But when he was talking with Kirsten, the two of them knew he was the one they were going to make an example of, no matter what.
Yep.
It was him.
His first one on trial. Had to, got to make a message out of him.
All because he said, I was not going to give you money for this.
Because he turned down the kingpin.
Yes. The Red Hook Port Revitalization Project. He said, no. I'm not going to help you. However, as Lady Death put, no proof.
Yeah.
Which is true. There was no proof.
And I like what it says here. McDuffie theorizes that Fisk is going after him specifically so that he could legally appropriate Duquesne's assets as he would be deemed a criminal.
Yes.
So he would be able to get all his stuff and get the money that he needs and everything for his revitalization project.
Yeah. Which failed. Well, failed.
An unwilling
Fisk's favor,
financier.
but Fisk did turn a lot of people to help with that. Basically using fear to do what he needs. You know?
One thing I wanted to mention about episode 2, and I forgot to.
Yes.
When they arrested the niece, was it the niece's mother?
Yes.
Of White Tiger?
Yep.
When they arrested her, and you start seeing the ordinary people of New York getting pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
At the AVTF.
Yep.
That's going to play a role.
Remind you of anything?
Eventually, that is going to play a role in this show. It's got to.
Oh, without a doubt.
You piss the people off. You piss them off enough. Eventually, they're going to fight back.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
You know.
Without
But
a
I
doubt.
forgot to mention that about episode 2. I meant to do it in my review.
That's okay. It's all good. Because now, whew, now we're at the part where court is in session. While court's in session, Karen and Matt are trying to figure out how to get into Red Hook.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks that, Karen's leaning more toward the methods of Frank Castle. And she's like, well, if it works. Just putting it out there. If it works.
Well, and, Matt's like, hey, we're not going to get anywhere killing people.
He stuck his ground to that, which I thought was good.
Yeah.
I have to
and
believe...
she's frustrated, man. She's extremely frustrated. And it's gotten between episode 1 and episode 3, her frustration level has, multiplied by 10.
Yeah.
Because everything they do, every time they turn around, Fisk finds a way to counter it.
Yeah.
And make things harder for him. And she's frustrated, which is totally understandable.
Oh, it was big time. Big time. But what I really liked was the fact that while this was all happening and court is now in session, Karen anonymously sent a copy of the charter of the Port of Red Hook, which I thought was a well-played move.
Oh, Lady Governor.
Yeah. Right to the governor's office, and she went, who sent this? And where'd they get it from? Because holy crap.
He's like, it came in anonymous.
Yeah.
Not something like this.
But that's when she's also like, listen, he's got people in the CIA to help with this.
Yeah.
Which we know. We've seen it in episode 1, Mr. Charles.
Mm.
Yeah. But she goes right to New York. She goes right to the city and confronts him. Like, just remember, you're not immune to this. So whatever you're doing, I'm backing you up. However,
For now.
Now I got my eye on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was great because that was like a mommy's home.
Right.
Oh, shit.
I love the fact that she showed no fear.
No fear whatsoever. She walked right in and owned that room.
Hey, Brat.
That's the cat. She literally walked right in like she owned the place. Like, nope, not happening. I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah, that was good.
Which then, Buck, Buck Cashman, he's a nice guy. He really is. That Buck Cashman. I like him. I do. I love his character. I think his character's great.
Yeah, perfect guy for playing the role, too.
Tells Blake, hey, you need to find something on her. And he's like, she's too clean.
Everybody has something.
Yeah. She's too clean. I don't who do I talk to? Maybe we can spin the videos or something. Like, I don't know. It's like, just figure it out. You got this.
Yeah. Going to talk to her lieutenant governor, I think it was.
Yep. Get him drunk and talk and ask questions.
Yep.
Which, don't get me wrong, usually works.
It can. Very easily.
Works. However, in court, yeah, we've got some interesting things going on. We've got Fisk watching the trial. Karen and Matt are watching the trial, but Matt's more listening than anything. And the whole city is watching. It's everywhere. And I loved I loved the one-liners that Jack Duquesne said during this entire thing. You know? Like, listen, this is going to be a sham. I'm going to be held accountable. I'm going to be the guilty one. They're going to lock me up. They're going to do what they need me to do. And oh, by the way, I guarantee you they are going to make me look like I am the worst human being on the planet. And because of Dr. Glenn's report, Benjamin Hochberg, the DA, basically made Dufresne look like a serial killer. Which he's not. I don't think he even killed anybody, actually. I really don't. I didn't see him really kill anybody in Hawkeye. I saw him fighting people, but not kill anybody.
Yeah.
You know? And the best part is they threw, Duquesne on the stand. He's like, well, yeah, Fisk tried to extort me. This is the only reason why I'm here. I know for a fact this is what's going to happen. I've accepted my fate. Which, yeah. Not one, not two, but 3 judges say, you know what? Doesn't matter. Thanks to the Safer Streets Initiative, you are a criminal. You are going to jail. You're guilty, and sentencing will be at a later date. And Fisk was like, yeah, I did it. I won. Listen, man, you paid off the judges. We know you paid off the judges. And not for nothing, you knew this was going to happen. I don't know why you were so excited. You knew it was going to happen. Craziness, I tell you. Craziness. Now, everything that's happening at the Gracie Mansion, the dinners and all that, as important as it is, it's really not. This is kind of like the side, like little bump, I guess you could say. You know, the stuff away from the main story that you needed. But I like what they were doing at the tables and the way people were sitting at the dinner at Gracie Mansion, including Heather Glenn and Buck Cashman. Because I loved how he described everything from Kingpin and Vanessa, the king and queen, sitting at their table, at the head of the table. And everybody else spread around them, like organized in a specific way. And Heather's like, well, what does that make you? He goes, a knight. He's referring to chess with this. Just because of the strategic placing of the people. And she goes, that full of yourself, huh? Which I thought was hysterical. JT didn't, apparently. Either that or he's still looking at something that's distracting him. Because he's...
No, I'm listening. I'm trying to find what Jack Duquesne said as they were pronouncing him guilty, because it was a really good quote.
Let's see.
About the tyranny of the courts and that kind of thing. And I wish I could find it.
I'll find it. He said,
That's the longest dead air we've ever had on this show.
Which one?
I said that's the longest dead air we've ever had on this show.
Right. Let's see here. Yeah, what did he say? What did he say though? Here we go. Single proof, blah 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 blah. That was to him. Okay, trial. All right, no. People are pissed. That's why I need a swordman trial. Blah 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 blah. You're ready. That was the aftermath.
Ready to issue a verdict. Here we go. Overrule, we are ready to issue a verdict. Please rise, Mr. Duquesne. The lawyer says, I'm sorry. Duquesne says, don't be. This was inevitable.
Yes.
It was a farce.
That term. Inevitable.
For the entertainment of the masses.
Yes.
For the entertainment of the masses.
Yes. For the entertainment of the masses. He knew. He knew right from the start that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
That's it. I'm done.
Well, when the psych, I can't think of her name, but when the psych lady, Vanessa, no, not that's Fisk's wife. Who's the psychiatrist?
Heather Glenn.
When Heather talked to him when she was doing her eval in episode 1,
yep,
she basically told him, you're screwed. You no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you're going to be found guilty.
Yes.
And there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And he knows that now. You know. Once the true hopelessness of his situation
yep.
was shown to him, he understood.
Yep. Now, obviously, with that going on, clearly she lost the case because, he was found guilty. Mr. Charles, who we don't see in this episode, has his people working on the Northern Star, and they're just finishing up.
Yep.
And Powell says to them, okay, you can go. And the foreman's like, are you going to pass?
No, he tells him to get back on the boat.
Yeah. Well, but he's like, you got to pass. Powell's like, all right, pay them, go, do whatever. But he's like, why don't you go back on the ship? Go back on the ship.
We'll pay you once this final load is delivered.
Yeah, once the final load is delivered, we're good. Now, that's just a small taste because we see McDuffie in a bar getting drunk, by the way, because she lost the case. Gets knocked into by someone, and a note is left right there in front of her. And it turns out it was Karen. And the note said, your office now. Now.
All caps. Now.
In big letters. Your office now. Now, I loved how they did this because this was so cool. When she got to the office, now obviously she's drunk. Matt is dressed as Daredevil. By the way, still love the black and red costume.
Yes.
Holy crap.
I wasn't crazy about it at first, but it's grown on me.
It's grown on you big time because I'm loving it. And she goes, I need your help. And she's like, no, I'm not getting mixed up in this vigilante shit. And he said, you already are. You're the only one who's been to where I need to be. And I need you to tell me everything.
Everything that you saw.
I didn't. And she responded with, I didn't see anything. I was blindfolded. And he went, that's good too.
I can work with that.
I can work with that. Hands down. Let's do it. So now, with all of his intel from her, he can now infiltrate the base. He can get into Red Hook. And not only that, excuse me, he can track the weapons. and tie it to Fisk. Okay. Now, one thing
he's
that
faced with a choice.
one thing that I didn't mention was when White Tiger's niece's mother got arrested, she went and saw Kirsten. Kirsten still had the White Tiger suit because, again, it was all part of the trials. Okay?
Evidence.
So, and that leaves it at that. You know, they don't really show much. Matt is infiltrating Red Hook. Karen is waiting outside. She's his ride. Makes sense. And while he's there, he notices where the weapons are because, again, see episode 1, he put a watch that was ticking in one of the boxes. Only instead he hears people shouting. And instead of going for the weapons, he chooses to go save the people. Now, I need to ask you, JT, what did you think about that?
He was torn.
Oh, big time.
You know, I mean, because his goal, his mission, everything that they've been working for to this point is to get to those weapons and to have those weapons and to use them to stop Fisk.
Yep.
Be able to tie them to Fisk, and his Safe Streets initiative gets blown up. His mayorship gets blown up. He goes to jail.
Sure.
But at the same time, he is a warrior for justice, which includes saving people.
Yes.
Helping people in a bad situation.
Yes.
And there was a shitload of people that were arrested because they knew him.
Yes.
So,
and
I think he made the right choice.
Oh, hands down.
Without question, he made the right choice.
And in my opinion, I loved how they played this scene. Now, I've said it numerous times, and I don't remember if you've actually watched the Netflix series. In each season, there's at least one, maybe 2 episodes where they choose a specific spot to do a one camera angle or movement or something along those lines. In the first season, there was a hallway fight, and the director chose to keep the hallway fight looking down the hallway.
That was when Castle was fighting Bullseye.
No. This wasn't even.
No, that was, that's right. It was later. It was later in the.
This one I'm talking about is on the Netflix series.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Where it's one shot down a hallway, and Matt's fighting all these bad guys, going through doors, through walls, but it's one shot. And it's going down the hallway, and as it goes down the hallway to get to the end, it turns and follows, and it's one shot, one continuous shot. In the second season, they did the same thing, only it was a stairwell fight.
Nice.
Oh, it was good. It was really good. I love how they did it. This gave me that feeling because as they walk in and we see Daredevil looking at all the cages and he goes ballistic and just starts running up and down the rows, unlocking all the doors, gets to Dufresne's door and smashes it open and gives him a weapon.
Not Dufresne.
Yeah, Dufresne.
There's no F.
It's Dufresne. Oh, sorry. You're right. Duquesne. Sorry.
Thank you.
I was thinking of Shawshank Redemption. Hey, at least I can tie it, okay?
Good movie to mix it up with.
At least I can, yeah, right? Prison movie. Andy Dufresne. Jacques
One of the
Duquesne.
best movies of all time.
But not only that, Matt also sees all the civilians that were arrested. Well, hears them. I mean, he can technically see them. He uses sonar, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I love how they did this fight. Because the minute he frees Duquesne is helping get everybody else out. And
he breaks up a piece of rebar and gives it to him.
Oh, that was his sword, man. And man, was he fighting. He was like you never knew. He was just like, bam. Phew. Now, obviously, with this type of situation, we have an issue. Because as they're escaping the AVTF and the alarms are going off, and now more people are getting hurt. I think Jacques Duquesne had killed some of the AVTF. Daredevil didn't, though. Daredevil, he beat the living shit
questionable again.
Yeah, I mean, again, debatable. It's debatable, hands down. But when it comes down to it,
yeah,
we see Angela Del Toro wearing the amulet of power because she's trying to sneak up or around Karen and notices, and she goes, wait, I'm on your side. I stole this. Use it. And Karen starts communicating on the radio. Go to certain channels so they can talk. Big Red, right? I think it was Team Red.
That's what you called him, yeah.
Team Red is what it was. Team Red. Team Red. And now the AVTF are just they're surrounding them. They've got armored cars. They're doing everything they need to. And Matt is trying to get everybody out. And even Angela, who says, no, I can help. Watch this. Watch this. Go ahead.
I love the point at the end of the fight where all the AVTF guys are down and Matt's standing there breathing heavy and all the people are behind him and Duquesne comes up and he doesn't say a word, he just points.
Yep.
Go that way.
Can you drive?
Not a word spoken, just that way. That was so cool.
And then, obviously when Angela comes up with the armored vehicle,
right,
they get everybody in. Paige jumps out and she goes to Duquesne. Hey, can you drive this thing? He's like, I can figure it out.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
This part of the show, this part of the episode, is one of the best sequences that we've had to this point.
Such an action-packed sequence.
Action-packed, but there's some comedy in it. There's some drama in it.
But it was very subtle.
Yeah, but it was one of the best. I mean, it was interwoven so well.
Yeah.
It was like the perfect quilt.
It was amazing. And the best part is, you have Ariana, who's, the restaurant owner. She was there. You had Angela's aunt that was also taken. You have all these civilians that were taken because of the Safer Streets
The bodega
initiative.
guy.
Right. You have all of these people, and, they're escaping now. And Ariana's like, I know where we can go. I know a place.
And where we can hide.
And we're gonna. And they go off into the sunset pretty much.
Yeah. And it was funny because, that was the same thing that Daredevil told Josie.
Yeah.
After he knocked out the two AVTF guys, he says, go somewhere that you can hide.
Go where you can hide.
Yep.
Now,
common theme.
Once that happened,
well, they were gonna check because Duquesne took off with all the people in the big armored car.
Yes. And
then Powell and two other guys were going to jump in their Humvee and chase.
They were going to chase
Matt
him
and
down.
Karen. But there was a 3-claw slash
In all the tires.
in the tires, and they couldn't go anywhere.
Yep. But Powell
Made a phone call.
made a phone call to the Kingpin and told them that Daredevil liberated the prisoners. However, the weapons are still in Red Hook. They're good. Protected for now until they move them. And the Kingpin says, blow up the Northern Star.
No. He just simply said,
you know what you
know
need
what
to
to
do. You know what you need to do is what he said.
Yep. You're not going to hear them words come out of his mouth.
No. You know what you need to do.
You know
But
what
that's
to do.
when Matt realizes and hears what's happening.
Yep.
And Karen, obviously driving, is seeing the explosion happen.
Mhm.
And everybody who was working to unload that boat was killed. Every one of them.
Well, and that's the thing, is that was the reason that, CIA Charlie, as I like to call him, brought them in, was because, like he told Kingpin, once all the weapons are recovered, are you willing to kill all of your ATF guys or AVTF guys that moved them?
Right.
Where I can bring in people from, other countries.
Yep. And they
Bring them and have them unload them and have them load them into and then make them disappear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, he followed through with exactly what CIA Charlie said needed to be done.
Yes.
So one more thing tied up in a nice little bow.
And it was certainly interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. And can you imagine? I mean, I could not be Daredevil. Can you imagine the horror that he's feeling as he hears these people being killed and being burned alive and drowning and everything?
Yes.
I would go crazy.
Because we've seen this before.
I would lose my freaking mind.
We've seen it in movies.
Mm-hmm.
I have a disturbance in the force.
Mm-hmm.
Millions of voices cried out in terror,
Mm-hmm.
and were silenced. That tells you something.
I mean, if there ever really was a Daredevil type person,
it's
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, that would be tough.
I couldn't do it.
It really would. It would be tough. So that's the end of the episode. They end it with that. No post-credit scene, nothing. They end it with that. So now, the question to you, sir, what do you give episode 3?
Oh, man, I tell you. I mean, episode 3 was just, the most action-packed episode that we've had to date.
Yes.
Crazy-ass fight scenes
was
happening
great.
left and right. Big plot twists coming left and right.
Yep.
And that's one of the really cool things that I've noticed about this series, even from season 1 and definitely in season 2, is, we're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're running at least 9 different storylines.
Yep.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
And they are stitching all 9 of these storylines together flawlessly.
Oh, yeah.
It's blown my mind with every episode. how they're able to take all these different and merge them perfectly into a timeline. Simply amazing. I don't like the way they ended this episode.
Why?
It just as a person, to see that many people lose their lives for truly no reason.
Well, I mean,
it's not that, as a reviewer, I didn't like it. I mean, I totally understand. It follows the storyline to a T. Like I said, ties things up in a nice little bow and everything else. But as an individual, it hurt me to see what happened at the end of that video.
Okay.
Or at the end of that episode. Again, I'm still at a 4.5, almost a 4.75, but just not quite enough to push me to the 4.75. So I'm going with a 4.5.
Nice.
Miss Nikaya loved the entire episode. Absolutely action packed, and the last fight scene just pushed it over the edge. I give it a 4.5 mask.
All right. Well, I'm at a 4.5 as well, but for a different reason with you. So you didn't like how they ended it. I love how they ended it.
Well, you're taking it wrong. You're taking my statement there wrong. I loved how they ended it as a movie reviewer.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like you didn't hate it. You didn't hate the ending.
Right. But as a regular person just watching from the outside, I didn't like.
Right. You just didn't like the way it ended.
Exactly.
I'm the opposite, where I love how they ended it. And I do. And the reason is now Wilson Fisk, and I guarantee this is going to happen in the 4th episode, is going to blame that explosion on Daredevil and all of the prisoners that escaped. So now there's more at stake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. He's going to play that up big time.
That's why I understand that they did it the way they did. So when it comes down to it, for me, again, I'm at a 4.5. Holy shit, was that fight scene amazing. And I already explained why.
That's the best fight scene we've seen yet.
I explained why, because it reminded me of the camera angles of those fight scenes from the previous seasons. Because, wow. And not for nothing, we saw a little bit of Jack Duquesne fighting in Hawkeye, but in this scene, we finally got to see what
he could really do.
Yeah, like you saw, and again, you didn't see much. You saw him fighting, but you didn't see much. But man, was his form like spot on with fighting?
Yeah.
Like, whoa, this is great.
Well,
and he was using that rebar to his advantage.
A classically trained swordsman.
Right. Well, yeah.
The top quality.
So, in the long run, I'm glad they're bringing him in. I'm glad they're showing more of the more obscure, lower, like street level type of heroes and anti-heroes that are out there, and bringing them up into the mix of the MCU, because there's so many heroes out there.
Yeah.
I wish I could do a comparison.
Comparison for what?
How many actual heroes are in, like, superheroes, Obviously, you have your major superheroes, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Captain America, like all of them. And if you think about it...
so you're like your second tier?
Yeah. So according to what I just typed up, between the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, and all the other heroes, there is no definitive number of Marvel superheroes.
Because that shouldn't surprise you.
Now let's put it up for DC. Also the same. No single definitive number of DC superheroes. universe includes thousands of characters created over nearly a century across comics, film, and television. Yeah. However, they really only center on like 12. With Marvel, they center on a lot more than that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, according to this, DC centers on 12. Marvel's main focus as of 2022, 38 distinctive superheroes are featured in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and hundreds of them in the comics. And it's constantly expanding. Major teams: Avengers, X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are your major teams. And the Fantastic Four, but we knew that. Fantastic Four is only 4. Sometimes. Sometimes. I should probably put how many heroes are in Marvel's 616 continuity, because that's the original.
Yeah, we've got enough now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a lot. We got a lot.
Too many to track. So
and it's just getting bigger. It's just getting bigger. So, yes, I am at a 4.5 on this episode as well. So the three of us are actually tied for this episode. I like that. I think it's great.
yeah, I mean, I was close to going up to a 4.75, but there wasn't enough in there to quite push me up to that level. So, but it was close.
Good. It's all good. Lady that says, "Hey guys, I'm sorry, but I have to go. I'll see you tomorrow." We're going to, because, well, let's face it, that is the end of this episode of Avenger Pretenders, where we tackled a nice overview of episodes 2 and 3 of Daredevil. Now, we are live tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Sully Show. We've got a lot to talk about, and we've got a world record story for you. That JT
got multiple world record stories for you for tomorrow, actually.
Oh, we got a couple of even better. Even better. So, for the redneck, there he is. Isn't he wonderful? Want to say goodbye to Carol as well. Take care, she says, and love to all. Love to you too. From the redneck, I am Sully the Geek. We will see you tomorrow live at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Sully Show, right here on twitch.tv/accidental punch. And as always, Thanos was right.